Good afternoon, everybody. This is Crystal with Crystal's Creations. How are you all doing? Good, I hope. So, today we are participating in a Friday embossing folder Friday hop. And this one is called the Animal Embossing Folder Hop for August 12th. Which is actually tomorrow because today's Thursday and I'm actually behind schedule. So I actually already have my card finished, so I am not going to do a video showing you how I did the card or anything else. We're doing things a little bit differently today, okay? So I was going through my all of my embossing folders, and I knew I had an animal, and I was actually texting a couple of my friends trying to think, okay, I couldn't remember if I had animals. And one of my friends reminded me that I had a dog balloon embossing folder, which I guess you could use that, but to me, I wasn't too sure if that really worked for this sort of thing. And then I was kind of scrolling through, and then some of my embossing folder tub just exploded, and a bunch of my embossing folders fell on the floor. And I picked one up, and one of them had Bats on it by Tim Holtz. I was like, oh, wait a minute. So I looked it up. I looked up bats. And sure enough, guess what? Bats are not birds. They're mammals. They're animals. Just like we are. So I got creative, you guys. I did a Halloween card. So without further ado, let's lower the table. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you guys see that? Let me up it a little bit so you guys can see better. So here is the card I made. So I took, let me see. I used this bat embossing folder by Tim Holtz. Well, it's actually through Sizzix, but Tim Holtz designed it. It has 3 little bats on it. Okay. And then I took Simon Hurley's Shady and Woof to do the background for the embossing folder. And then I used my distress sprayer with the perfect pearls in here, because that's what I have down there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's what I have. And then I shake it really good, and then I sprayed it, and I just love the effect on that. Look at all that background, that water spritzy look on there. And then I took my and I actually, what I did is I inked the inside of this first, my embossing folder first, and then I put my cardstock in. Yeah. Put my cardstock here, put the ink part on top of my paper, and ran it through. And then it just, oh my gosh, I sprayed the embossing folder, not the paper, and sprayed the embossing folder. And this came out just looking so cute. And then I was going through, sorry guys, I had just did some more testing with my other new colors of lunar paste, and one of them was fake plant. Okay. And I knew green was a Halloween color. So yesterday, when Elizabeth Costa Rogers was live, I was playing around with some of my stuff, and so I tested out. Wanted to see how the fake plant looked with the diamonds, and I figured diamonds might be a good Halloween backdrop. So I did that, and then I took a little bit of, so I used this embossing folder too by Tim Holtz. And then I used Roar lunar paste, and I quickly got orange lunar paste in here as good as I could. Not too much, just a little bit, okay? And then I put this cardstock in here, and I ran this through my Sizzix embossing maker. And look at that. Look at that background with the ones with the diamonds on it, the Sizzix squares. How that turned out. If you guys can see that, that looks really good. I mean, that just looks beautiful. And it didn't, it turned out really good. But in the beginning, I totally messed up. I mean, I totally failed in the beginning. So I used this stencil with the diamonds, the tiny diamonds. Okay, by Simon Hurley, and get those at Ranger. And then I use that by Sizzix. I got this for free. So a bunch of this stuff I got for free, actually, from a friend. And then I used Lawn Fawn, some Lawn Fawn stuff, since I decided to do a Halloween card with this. Now, I know a spider is not an animal, but I figured if I'm going to turn this into a Halloween card, and I was trying to go scary, but not too crazy scary. I used, so this die set from Lawn Fawn, apparently I think it has a stamp set with it, but I got this from a gal, and there was no stamps that came with it. She just gave me the dies with it. So I used the door, the spider web, and the spider. And then I inked up the door purple. I used Crown Me. I used that. And then I used the bottom of the door and the doormat. I used Guppy. Okay. And then for this part, for the boy, since I was trying to keep it mostly animal themed, I used this Lawn Fawn set. This one. I'm not sure what this one is called, but it's this one. Has a bunch of little people trick-or-treating and stuff, but it's I guess the trick-or-treater set. This one came with all the dies and stuff, but yeah. So I used that one, and then I used the lawn die, and then I did the same thing with this. I took this this die here, and I inked up all this with the Shady, the Guppy, and the Crown Me purple, and I water spritzed this one and cut out Trick or Treat out of that and laid that across here. And I took, I went through this Halloween cardstock called Authentique, and this stuff has got some really cool stuff in it. Like, you can use this for your, I don't know, journaling or whatever, but I got this from a gal, and graph and everything. It's got some really cool stuff in it and everything. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm not sure where she got this, so I can't tell you, but, and then I added, this came from something, but, and then I just added 3 black beads, 3 black pearls that I got from the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo that I got back in 2018. And yeah, that's the last time we had a crafty show here in Colorado. So yeah, so that is what this black background came from. So that is my card for the Handmade Happiness Embossing Folder Friday Hop is. So that is it. And you guys have a great weekend, and please subscribe to our channels and like us. And if you want to help grow your channel, you can join, I guess. There's another group called Team Tiny. You can join that. and also join Handmade Happiness and stuff like that. And that's another way to help grow your channels as well. So, again, I will talk to you later. Bye.